Hey guys, this is Tom, and welcome to yet another CCLP5 stream. That's right. Welcome back to another day of, you heard me right, CCLP5. How's it going, everybody? I'm your host, Tom. We left off level 138, Eternal Engine. And we are very close to the end of CCLP5. For reference, we got 12 more levels to go. And considering, with the difficulty spike we have right now, probably we would get through, on average, about 2 levels a stream, assuming we keep our normal stream length from here on out. So yeah, welcome everybody. Today is March 1st, which also means it is a 2-year anniversary of CCLP5. And disclaimer, I wanted to be done with CCLP5 today, but the reason why we haven't been doing it as much is because y'all seem to love the Jump King streams. It seems as though the Twitch algorithm loves Jump King. And I'm surprised I haven't rage quit Jump King yet, but I haven't, and I'm enjoying it, so yeah. Speaking of Jump King, I'm considering having the weekly Jump King stream, guaranteed weekly Jump King stream, moving that to Thursday instead of Tuesday. I'm considering it. But anyway. Other news. I could be getting a new job this week. Could. Nothing's guaranteed yet. Nothing's set in stone. And in any way, I want to know for sure when my schedule would be, so I can work that around perhaps this new job that I might be getting. Anyway, we got a wheel spin for the Adrenaline Dragon. You redeem first, you get a free wheel spin, so here's yours. Good luck. And just remember, if you... Oh, I thought it was going to land on green for a second, but you get 2 more spins. So effectively, you get an extra spin. All right, here's spin 1. And it's going to be a hydrate. All right, next spin. This is spin number 2. Ooh. Alright, reveal bid alerts. If you are still here, Adrenaline Dragon, you know how this goes. A number or a sound effect you think is available for bits, and if you are correct, the corresponding bid alert is revealed. Otherwise, I reveal the lowest bid amount yet to be revealed in the past 6 months. And I haven't marked down, so all right. I think I'm just going to leave that for now. So, how's it going, everybody? Are you ready to play? Ready to play some Chips Challenge? That's right. We left off level 138, Eternal Engine. And I've played this before, and I remember really liking it. So let's see how this goes. I haven't played it since CCLP5 came out, so we'll see how good my memory is. But anyway, let's go ahead, let's get started before this ends up being the thumbnail. So here we go. All right, volume is good. And all brown button connections are vertical, which means that, see, notice how this is open and I can go through it. And now that it's off, All right, let's see how good my memory is, because I haven't played this in a while. Appreciate everybody coming on in. That's right. We'll be, that's right. We're in the home stretch of CCLP5. We're in the home stretch, almost. Okay. So, I think I see what I can do to get started here. And that is do something like this. Then do that. Okay. So what does that allow me to do? That allows me to go in here. And then I would have to take this pop-up wall. But I get a blue key in exchange. So yeah, if Adrenaline Dragon, you're still here, a number or a sound effect you think is available for bits. Okay, so we can get a yellow key. So what would that do? That would allow us to go down in there. All right. And then, of course, I could... Yeah, I'm just going to do this the proper way. Just going to do it the proper way. All right. And now we're down in here. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that was not intended. But can I go through here? Oh, I can. All right. And then it's a one-time use, that is. So I'm pretty sure I'm cooked. But let's see what we would have been able to do. Let's see, we would have been able to grab this block, bring it down. And then we would have been able to get the fire boots. Okay. All right, that's making sense. All right. Anyway, let's die. And then we could see what's under that block. Alrighty. All right. Grab this key. And then grab the yellow key. We're going to do this the proper way. The only problem, though, is we're going to need something. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to figure that out. But anyway. Okay. Got the key. Now, let's go ahead. Do this. Alley-up. Okay, we come back through there. All right. All right. And there isn't a block. Let's see. Okay, good. I can push this around. Oop. Make sure it goes in there. There we go. All right, what can we do now? Looks like we can... Okay. We might be able to get that key. Want to be sure that I leave that open. And then it's just a matter of doing this. I also like those cool little animation with the fireballs. Like the engine. Yeah, the engine is going. Chugging along. Okay. Alright, I see a way back. Or do I? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, the last time we went... I think we went left. So yeah, we can try... going down into the teleport. Haha. And now we have 2 blue keys. All right. And so one of these blue keys gets used right here. All right, now I can no longer go through there, but that's all right. Okay, where's the... Oh, it's right in there. All right, so I don't necessarily... I don't think I want to... Yeah, I don't want to go down there just yet. Let's see. So it looks like I'm going to need 3 blocks. And then we'll need a spare block for the exit. Or so it seems. Well, I see only one way out of here. So... see, so how many blocks do we have? We have 3. Yes, 3 blocks. There we go. Lovely jubbly, as AD would say. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay, we have the skates, and that means we can come back in here. Do this. And then, let's see, what can we do with this block? What can we do with that block? because this thing is going to clone fireballs. And I don't want to go in there just yet. Oh. Wait a second. I think I'm remembering now. I want to clone just enough fireballs so that just enough fireballs and then yes, just enough fireballs so that we could block the, let's see, it looks like 4. Although I might have messed something up. No, there's nothing in there. And can I might be able to bring that back. Yeah, so this block was supposed to be used. It was supposed to be like right here. And then, yeah. Well, I definitely cooked myself now, but all right. We're getting the hang of this. We're getting the hang of this. So what else is new? What else is new, you guys? See, this is where I really should have like a question of the day command. Let's see. Oh. All right. And we go down. No, that's not it. We go through. We don't go down. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this the proper way. Go through, get the red key. Now, we can do something like this. There we go. And then, let's see. And yeah, we just want to make sure that this is held down. Alley up. All right. Now, we go in here, we grab the green key. We can open these up if we want to, just for fun. Let's see. And then since that is not being held down, we can go and do that. There we go. All right. And now it is time yes. Time to blow these guys up. All right, there we go. All right, now we have the skates. So we can come back through here. Do this. There we go. And then technically we can come back through here. Doesn't really matter, but we're gonna need this block. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like, wait a minute. All right. All right, we'll just put it right there. All right, are we ready to clone fireballs now? Are we ready to clone fireballs? Or not fireballs, balls. Imagine balls, but they're on fire. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna go down into that teleport. And it's 4 balls. One, two, three, 4. And then what we can do is we can do this. And that way, that allows us to partial post through. Okay. And we can't go through just yet. So I think I'm done as far as everything is concerned right over here. That's a really cool mechanic though. I like that. This is one of Jeremy's levels, if I recall. Okay. So now we can go down in here. And let's see. right. Okay, so there is a one-time use for that. And I guess I probably should have closed it up. That's one of the other things I wasn't paying attention to. And I guess that block should have been on the button so I can get out. Let's see, we do this. Oop. Yeah, so if this was the case, see, what would happen if I had gone in here? I would have gotten stuck. Yeah, I would have gotten stuck. Okay. Well, now we know to close that thing before, yeah, close the toggle door before you go down. Okay. Well, time to do it again. Don't you love it? All right. I tried to be cool. That's what I get for trying to be cool. All right, there we go. Grab the key. And technically you can, go all the way around, but there's no advantage gain, really. Okay. And then go through, grab the key. All right, there we go. Fire boots. And then we just got to do this. There we go. All right. Now we enter this part. Enter this chamber, grab the key. And then since that is not being held down, we can go ahead and do this. There we go. And now we can head back. I believe I could also just push it like this. Wonder if... Yeah, I wonder if that was what caused me to screw myself earlier. Is pressing that button there. Oh, well. Anywho. Okay, so now it's time to grab the skates. There we go. Alright, we have the skates. So, now we can clone 4 fireballs. Just like that. One, two, three, 4. 4 pink balls, not fireballs. Where am I today? Am I on the moon? There's an eternal engine on the moon. Okay. Yeah, make sure you clear this, because that would be a fail if you don't clear that. And then make sure we switch them up. There. So now it's closed. Okay. Now we can go through. Oh, wait. Before we go through, Well, let's try first with the toggle wall closed. Just put that through so we have it. Except that's not what I want to do. Now I can't get it back. Man. Alright. Lock in, baby. Lock in. Okay. Do this. And go in here. Grab the key. Then go in here. go. And then we do this. Oh, wait. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then we go ahead and we bring this guy around, grab the key. And then we bring you around. Going through here. Alley-oop. And then we bring this through. Just like so. All right, there we go. We got the skates. Now we just go ahead and clear the area. And then don't forget this thing goes there. And we don't mess with it just yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're good there. Now we come back. Close the toggle door. And then what we can do is we can go. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know you have enough when, okay, don't forget to close this. You know you have enough when the block is right there. All right, make sure that's closed. There we go. All right, now it is safe. Yeah, now it is safe to go down in here. Just like so. Oop. Okay, and then one more. Okay, I think I see what might be going on here. I think I see what might be going on here. Okay, so right now, Okay, that one's not open. Not open. So we can't go through there, so unfortunately we have to go up. Okay. All right. Okay. So what did that do? Well, unfortunately, we don't have another way back. We don't have another way back. And we used the block, we used our vital block before, which means had this thing been open, so like this right here, had it been open, we still would have been able to, yeah, we still would have been able to get out. Yeah, we still would have been able to get out. So it looks like you do have to press the button. That is, so you can go down and then, you know. Although, I'm pretty sure there's another obstacle that's getting us here. And that is that block I used the first time around. Should have been saved for last. Because imagine if I was going down in here. Yeah, imagine if I was going down in here. I would have needed... Yeah, I would have had to have a way through, and if that bomb was already blown up, then by the time I come down, I'm trapped, you know. So, all right. Well, I think we are understanding how this ending goes. But, on top of that, we got less than 5 minutes left on the ad clock. So, you know what that means. We're gonna take a short quickie break, and then we should be able to get through this level and probably the next one. So, with that, go ahead, get up, stretch, go get yourself something to eat or drink. I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes, so please stay tuned. And I will see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we are back. All right, guys, we are back. Andrew, welcome on in, says, how are you, Tom? Seems like you're getting close to finishing this level. I'm having a blast. All I can say, I'm having a blast. But it appears as though we could have good things coming for us. And that's right, we almost made it through this level. But now that we've taken our break, let's actually solve the level, shall we? So, yep, remember, this goes all the way around. You do this. Come in here, grab the key. There's no advantage gained from doing that. Let's see. Oh, not there. Yeah, I remember really liking this level when I played it in voting. And hadn't played it in a while, but at least we get to enjoy unraveling it again. Okay, go down in here. There we go. Now we bring this around. Don't you love how that's a blob there? Oh, and I forgot the trap. Okay. Here we go, baby. Alright. Go in here. Grab this. Go back. Grab the fire boots. There we go. And now we can bring this guy down. There we go. And then, let's see, like that. There we go. Alright, there we go. Grab the key. Open these bad boys up. Alright. And now we go down. So yeah, it's one of the scenarios where you don't want to have that pressed. But now that that's out of the way, we can just do that. Okay. And I don't want to go in there just yet. What we can now do is we can do something like this. Okay. All right, there we go. Grab that out of the way. And then this thing can go right in there. And then we can, let's see, are we ready? Are we ready to see? There's the ball cloner. Yep. Yep, we are most certainly ready. We are most certainly ready to, okay, first of all, make sure that toggle door is closed. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we can go in here and remember what we discussed earlier about keeping that block for last, saving that for last, rather. Yep, so we hit that twice, and then effectively we can come down through the teleport. This is open. Okay. And then at this rate, we really have no other choice but to go in through here. Which means we can now do this. All right. And now we are outside. See if I can find a hint somewhere. Look at that fireball. Let's see if there's anything. No, I think that's it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. You get to see the outside of the level. Yep, that one fireball. Okay. All right. Now we're back. And what we can do now with this block, now that we have the suction boots, is we can just guide it into the bomb like this, and we're through. And that is Eternal Engine completed. Jeremy, if you're watching this, this is a really fun level. Really fun level. All right. On to Udasa. That's right, Udasa. And I think I know who designed this one. GG! There are 9 extra chips. Interesting. Let's see. So there's going to be some areas. Yeah, some areas. I guess probably for good reason why there's extra chips in here, because some areas, you know, are blind, and you get the idea. Okay. So this uses Rink's walls, or uses the pattern of Rink. Let's see. Wonder what that thing does. Okay, so we do have a key. I can grab this. I can also grab this. Alright, I could go through if I wanted to. I don't have any boots, but there doesn't appear to be anything up there. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. Could I take that? I could. But then... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could take that if I wanted to. Let's see. Let's keep looking. Alright, I can do that. Okay, and this is where I came from. Thankfully, though, there's no time limit, so we can take our time here. Let's see, what about... Yeah, we could do that. There we go. Let's see, I want to be careful with the red keys that I use, as well as any pop-up walls that I might be going through. I don't think... Let's see. All right. Oh, except this one I can't have a red key. So I'm going to have to use it somewhere. And there's quite a few chips in there. Let's see, so where could I use a yellow? You could use a yellow right there. Let's see. There's also this thing right here. Oh. Okay. In order to get in there, I think we're going to need a monster. Yeah, we're going to need something to get in there. But that wouldn't make sense because... Um, I guess I could just, you know, come back here through the fire with the fire boots. But who knows if I'd be able to do that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't see any problem with flipping the tank. Let's see. All right, so now that the tank is flipped, yep, I can grab this. All right, 32 chips left. Huh. Oh, new area. Although I think this is where or no, this is a new area. This is a new area. What am I talking about? Could also come back through there if I wanted to. Okay. And And then let's see. I don't see any other use for this block other than right in here. Okay. And then this is obviously has to be used right there. All right. Oh, that's right. I have the green key. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? All right, now that we know the whole gist of the level, let's actually do this now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is see if I can get down there. Without pressing any suspicious buttons. There we go. Let's see. Huh. Oh. I totally forgot about that. Okay. I can grab this. And then I don't want to take that chip yet. Yeah, that's going to be rather interesting. Try and get a monster there, because you can't get it in through here. Okay. We know we got to use a yellow. I could also die like that and reset the skip level prompt timer, whatever. Okay, let's see. Badoop, badoop, badoo. Okay, remember it's right in there. I want to have room. Yeah, I want to have room as far as the chips that I can take. Okay, not that. All right, enough fooling around now. Enough fooling around. What did I say? Enough fooling around? You know, sometimes Sometimes you just gotta have those moments like, what am I doing? What am I even doing? Exactly. Like that right there. Okay. Let's actually do the level this time. Let's actually do the level. There we go. Let's see. So I gotta figure out a way to get in there. So yeah, don't get the green key just yet. Let's see, how do we get in there? Maybe if I do this. No? Okay. I see a way up there. Let's see. I don't want to take that yet. My first focus is getting this. All right. Okay. So, unfortunately, the only way we can get a glider in through there, or no, not a glider. The only way this bomb can be blown up is a fireball. So, we're going to have to remember that. But that does get this part out of the way. So now it's safe to get a green key, I think. Okay. And yep, we don't see any other use. We don't see any other use for that block other than this bomb. Because you can't push a block past a thief. And I say only one use for that. Okay. All right. And then go back. Or wait. All right. There we go. And let's see. I could press this, and then that would allow me to get 2 chips. Let's see. Okay. So I want to do this. There we go. All right. And be careful about cloning gliders in here. All right, we have 26 chips left. I don't want to press that button because I want to get... Okay, I don't want to get that green key yet. What I can do is I can do that. There we go. And let's see. It looks like this pair of fire boots can only be used in this room. Now let's be careful not to... Yeah, this pair of fire boots can only be used in this room. But what we can do is we can do that. And then the same thing can be said about the flippers in there. But either way, that's another chip. Let's see. All right, here we go. So now we can grab this flipper and grab that chip. And then we'll come out in there. Let's see, what else? Looks like I'm going to need something to... Yeah, I don't want to push that button. Do I want to do that? I don't know if I really want to. Let's keep looking. Okay, we can grab this. Let's see, if I release this... Okay. All right, so I can release this, and then the glider will end up over there. And then I can grab that chip. All right. Fair enough. And make sure it's this one. There we go. All right, now we're done with that one. So we can go back in here. And do I see any other use for that block? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So, yeah. Okay, so let's pay attention to where the glider is. So if we clone a glider... Oh! 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 Okay. Well, we know we can clone 2. And then... if I know my way back... I also see only one use for that fire boot over there. Let's see. And then when I come back around, when we get an opportunity, we'll push it like that. Okay. Okay, let's see. I see only one use for this glider right here. All right. Okay. I can grab this. Let's see. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. And then that would mean... Oh, okay. And there's only one use for that fire boot. And then I should be able to come back around. like this. Okay. All right. I don't want to take that green key yet. Let's see, that's where I came from. This is a puzzle and a maze at the same time. Let's see. Wonder if that was a bad life choice. Okay, I can still come back around over here. Wait. Aha! Now it's on the button, which means I can grab this chip. Alright, we got 15 of these bad boys left. Let's see, how do we get in there? Do. All right. Okay, here we go. And I'm glad this level is untimed. I can say that with confidence. Let's see. That can go there. All right. Okay, we need 12 more chips, and there's like 9 extra ones. Let's see, I don't want to grab that yet. I do see only one use for these pop-up walls. Yeah, I do see only one use. And that is to grab this chip and get out. And that way I can grab this chip. And then the fireball will just drown. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Alright, we still need 10 more chips. I can grab one right there. Okay. If I can only find a way to get down there. If I can only find a way to get down there. Okay. How do I get down there? Okay, that just goes in a loop. Yeah, I feel like I have to go all the way around. Wonder what's in there. Now I kind of messed that up. Okay, I can sort of make out what's going on there. Oh, okay, I did pick that up. Okay. I guess we may as well grab this while I'm at it. Okay. I wonder if that fireball is supposed to be used. Let's see. Gotta figure out how that's gonna work for... Okay. Alright. I kind of see what's going on here. So this fireball, once you blow it up, ooh. Okay. Alright, so there's a fireball right... So you can clone a fireball right there, and then if I clone another one, it's gonna bounce back, and then 2 more. Two more. And I should be able to get through, provided I use... Yep, there we go. And we just got to use our red and blue keys, so here's a spot. Let's see. Okay. So now I can grab this. And now I can grab that right at the end there. All right, let's head back. Sometimes you gotta head back the long way. All right. Also, can I might be able to get that. It is ranks walls after all, so... Okay, here we go. Now we can clone an extra fireball and it'll keep hitting that button for us so we can get that chip. Let's see, so how to get that? Okay, not too bad. And that would have been a really bad day if I accidentally went into that trap. All right. 3 chips left. Let's see. I don't necessarily need to... Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to go through that section anymore, so I can grab the green key now. Okay. Let's go... almost through. I know with the green key, there's certain chips you can get. Oh, don't go through there. That would be very dumb if we were to accidentally go through there. Let's see. Okay, I need to find a way to get up through there. Okay, here we go. All right, awesome. And now one more chip. Let's see. All right, I see I could do this. I don't see any other... All right, well, we got all the chips we need, so we can exit. Wonder how many chips we would have been able to get in this run. Although I'm sure if all the chips were required, not only would it be quite challenging, it'd also be kind of tedious, you know, just, you know, working your way around. But, you know, it is a neat level, after all. It is a neat level. So I'll give you that. Let's see, where are we going? Need to get in there. Okay. All right. And that is Udasa by J-Bone completed. All right. Yet another perspective is next. Let's see. What time? 27. I think I'm going to call it for the night. So let me go ahead, look for a raid target. I will run 2 minutes of ads, so stick around for those extra chips. You get chips when you sit through ad breaks. All right. Let's see here. Raid browser. Is there anybody who we don't get a chance to raid that's on right now? Let's see. I'm also going to be starting do S raffle. Also going to be starting a 300 chips raffle, so exclamation point join if you want a chance at winning 300 chips. Let's see. We rated them the one time. Ooh. Okay. I think I know who I want to raid. I think I know who I want to raid. Because we never get a chance to raid them all that often. Okay. All right. We have our raid target in mind. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it here for the night because it is past 10 p.m. and we got yet another perspective coming up. And last chance, exclamation point join if you want a chance at winning 300 chips. First is already taken. What level was another perspective? What level was it? Because I remember that level taking me a while. I don't know exactly what level it was, but yeah, it is. No one entered the raffle, Sag. I am going to give a shout out to Serene. She is a sweetheart. Go check her out. I'm also going to be hanging out in there for a little bit afterwards. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here for the night because it is 10:30 and I know if I start another level, then there is the possibility that I might not finish within the same stream. So, and I know how long another perspective took me. I know how long that level took me. So, yeah, probably our safe bet. And we've been going for over 2 hours now. So yeah, good stream. Good stream. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's kick off this raid before. Let's see. Okay. /raid round the wheel. All right, we're going. So we're gonna check out Round the Wheel. We have never rated him before. If you don't know who Round the Wheel is, he's also a member of the Chips Challenge community. He played through CCLP1, I believe, and he's also done some Let's Plays on YouTube. So go check him out. Here's the raid message. Grab the bottom message if you are a sub, otherwise grab the top message. We're going to send this bad boy on over, but that's going to do it for tonight, folks. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch if you haven't done so already. Check out my socials, join the club. Catch up on all the latest VODs on the YouTube channel. And until then, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, time zone. Wherever the world you are watching from, take it easy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.